people are acting a fool out in public, a large majority of the time, they just act a fool and then get out of there. Like, nothing truly bad happens most of the time.
Unless the police are called.
Well, I mean, even then, it's like somebody goes to jail or whatever. But the whole physical violence thing, even in light of certain circumstances, is actually pretty rare. It doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, there were fights and stuff in school, but nobody ever got, like, really...
But, I mean, even when people are out in the streets, like, yelling at each other and stuff, very rarely does it come to blows, actually. Large majority of times, people don't want that.
Right.
But even if you're trying to be the voice of reason, if you're in those situations, you run the risk of getting jacked up. And
if you're in between them, yeah.
I try to avoid it. I mean, have you ever been in the middle of any kind of like scuffle?
Like trying to separate people?
I mean, not just that, but just like been around some stuff going down and it actually happened.
No.
No.
Like it was from afar, and then I just watched. But I've never had like two friends or like, nah, not really.
Huh.
It's usually just like talk and like nothing really.
The only like straight up beat down crazy fights that I've seen in person were girls.
Yeah.
Slinging each other by their hair.
Didn't
and
you
stuff.
tell me like
Two pregnant girls in high school got in a fight.
Whew!
Yeah,
was
you
it
can
like
ask
over,
Nate
like,
about that one.
The same baby daddy or something?
I would imagine somebody was
that
just
would make sense to me.
Had some very talented swimmers and shared the wealth.
Yeah, no, there were like 3 high school fights that I remember. 2 were dudes, and then 1 female on female fight. And
yes.
The teachers would always run over and break them up.
Yeah.
One time it started in the cafeteria and then it worked itself all the way outside into the parking lot. That was kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Not really. Well.
And it wasn't anybody that I was like, I don't care to try to break this up. I don't even know why you guys are fighting.
There are just those certain special circumstances where somebody shows up on the scene with ill intentions, you could say. And we're going to watch an internet historian video called The Bikelock Fugitive of Berkeley.
This dude's like...
You're going to find out.
Running around, locking bikes up on a bridge. Bikelock.
Bikelock.
Bikelock. Locking bikes.
Well.
Bikelock. I just don't know.
You're going to find out.
April 15th, lest we forget, was one of the biggest PvP battles in recent history. Red Pill Alliance versus Antifa Horde. Outside of the battlefield, GMs and mods stood around doing nothing.
Hey, how come you guys are hanging back?
That would be a good question for the chief of police.
So here's the scene. Elven Warlock. Gypsy Spec. She attempts snatch. Miss. Female Pandaren monk steps in. She uses light slapping. It's very ineffective. This neutral NPC, Sean, is keeping everyone calm. There'll be no fight today. But then, a rogue comes forward. He pops out of stealth. Boom! Cheap shot. 900 critical damage and stunned for 2 seconds. That's a nice mace.
Instantly
Check that out.
gushing
Oh
blood.
yeah. Level 90 Bikelock, plus 40 strength with a 50% proc bleed enchant. The rogue uses Vanish and slinks back into the crowd. Sean is seriously hurt. He finds a priest in time, but he needs a trip to the hospital and several stitches. Jokes aside, this is assault with a deadly weapon. This
So
guy
let's
should be
Pause here for a second.
locked up.
Internet historian, he's so clever. The way that he described that situation going down,
ridiculous.
I'm sure you were just like,
I mean, like, I get it, but I know it's, like, in reference to... I feel like it's, like, World of Warcraft or something.
it's
like
yeah, it's like a
Magic.
lot of different
Okay.
video game stuff going on there, yeah. But a
Oh
lot of that
my
World of Warcraft.
God.
But yeah, but no joke, like you saw how quick he started bleeding. That could have
Trauma.
killed him.
Yeah.
Like within minutes.
Bikelock. Okay. Oh,
Right.
my God.
So anyway,
I'm sorry. The masked man presumably after finding that his bike was stolen, walked home that night. He slipped into his comfy bed, and after a hard day smashing the fash, he slipped into a deep sleep. But when he woke up in the morning, something was off. His phone was going absolutely bananas. During the night, Paul was working busily. They saw what had happened and they were outraged by it. They unholstered their autism and aimed it squarely at the masked man. The hunt was on. They broke down every bit of footage they could.
Oh, we did it more than once.
Yeah.
They compiled it all. They found this man who matched every detail. Let's
This
break
is
down the
so
clues.
crazy.
Shoes, match. Eyes,
Let's enhance it.
blue, match. Glasses, match. Height, approximately 15 Starbucks ventis. That's a match. They started superimposing his face to confirm. Match. They used facial recognition software.
What?
Match. And then this footage surfaced, where his mask slipped off.
That's him.
Bingo.
Yep.
Next, they would start compiling information. His social media, address, phone number, employment. Turns out he's a teacher's assistant at a local university, specializing in ethics and moral philosophy.
The state has a monopoly on how we conceive of justice.
All of this information was forwarded to the police. Employers were contacted. The employers made a statement. Then they scrubbed his name from their staff profiles.
Yeah, no doubt.
By now, he was getting spooked. He went silent on social media and into hiding. Major publications follow up and start printing his name. Wanted posters went up, and citizens were reporting sightings. But to date, he is still on the run. So for now, he's just another name to add to Paul's new Antifa database. Hey, yeah, it's me.
What? Nothing came
Okay,
from
so I
that?
just got off the
Nope.
phone with Antifa. They said we can
Well,
join,
I
but we
mean,
need to
he's
bring
got
our own bike locks. Are you
A
in?
lot of highly skilled
Yeah, that sounds good.
individuals
We'll bring
on his
everyone.
ass.
Rebel Fire, Satan, and Fat Brenus. Yeah, sounds good. See you soon.
Yeah, so Bikelock, to me, I'm thinking like bikes that are locked. I'm not thinking of a lock for a bike. Like,
Used as a weapon.
that's the last thing on my mind.
Dude, a lock on a chain is dangerous.
But a bike lock is like 2 or 3 times the size of like a regular.
Oh, and I don't even think he had it on a chain. I think he was just
No, yeah, he was
whacking
just,
people with it.
which a chain might have been more
Oh,
effective for
dude,
him
a
to
chain.
reach.
Because whenever I was a kid, you know, people were breaking in my neighborhood, at my parents' house, of all places, that remote area. So, like, the response time for police would have been not good.
Yeah.
And also, you know, my bedroom was downstairs with humongous windows to the outside. So I put my lock on a chain and was ready to just, like,
Damn.
get somebody's ass if they came in there. But, like, yeah, to get hit on the top of the head, like the crown of your head, where there's already, like,
Right.
divots and cracks and stuff, like,
Well,
that's vulnerable.
Your brain.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a really vulnerable spot
Right.
on your head, the top, the crown
But
of
I
your
mean,
head.
what people realize, but they just don't really do enough to protect. But your brain is like 3 pounds of jelly that just controls your entire being. And if you do one little thing, that's what my like psychology professor was like. Please, if you do any kind of sport or anything, like protect your head as much as you possibly can, because your whole life could be changed. Your whole life can be changed by just like one small incident.
Yeah, it's true. And
So that guy, I mean, Jesus.
I mean, he could have died. He could have died right there. But way to narrate that situation again, internet historian, just putting the video game references and stuff. He's brilliant. But it's still hard to not get furious about that situation because, again, you know, the guy that was doing this you know,
The
was a
last
total
person.
asshole. But I just can't believe the one person that gets hit is the one trying to stop the confrontation.
Right.
Of all those people standing there acting a fool.
And really, what were they even? It didn't even look like they were like trying to come at each other. Like those people were swinging in the beginning, but like why?
They were trying to knock a phone down.
Oh.
I think someone was filming them.
Well, I
and-
saw the phone, but
yeah.
I didn't really. And then this dude's just like, "Hold on, let me take care of it."
Let me whack somebody who's totally trying to keep the peace. Yeah.
And an ethics professor, well, a teacher's aide, but still.
I mean, it goes with that territory, I'm sure. But I don't even know what to say about it. There's radicalized people involved in every movement you can think of. I mean, there's radicalized people involved in different types of music and different hobbies and stuff. There's wild folks out there that just ruin it for everyone. And I think demonstration is really important. And, you know, protests are due for a lot of different things, but whacking somebody with a Bikelock you don't know.
It's not going to solve the issue of why you're originally there.
No. So I think he kind of was just using that as a way to go out and hurt people, it seemed like.
Yeah.
Not very ethical.
No. No.
But yeah, another interesting take from internet historian. As you can tell, Shorty's having a little snooze here during the history lesson.
Why'd you wake me up? What's going on? Is there food?
What?
What year is it?
Hi, buddy.
Oh, I don't understand that anyway.
he's like, why the hell did you wake me up? I'm sorry. But yeah, that's always interesting stuff, crazy stuff. Don't be whacking people like that.
Don't do it.
It's not nice. Be nice, right, Shorty? Don't wake people up. But I think that's going to do it for this video. If you got any more suggestions, we love the suggestions. This was actually suggested many times.
2 or 3 times.
So go ahead and drop them in the comment section. We love hearing from you all, and we enjoy doing these videos. If you want to give us a like or a subscription, that would be great. Check out Internet Historian if you haven't already. He is amazing. He's a living legend. Subscribe to his channel, like his videos. But until next time, I think that's going to do it for us.
See you guys next time.